Kempire is brought to you by Happy 2025. It's a new year and it's a new era for the Kempire podcast. Make sure you subscribe today and make sure that you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And shout out to those of you that have left glowing reviews and maybe not so glowing reviews. That's okay too. Thank you so much for the support and sharing our new podcast and everything that's to come. We don't just recap all the things that you've seen already on our YouTube channel. You also get special exclusive episodes and sometimes additional thoughts to the live recaps that we had on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe today and make sure you give us a 5-star review. Thank you in advance. You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network. And this is why it's important when I tell you to be subscribed to the Kempire podcast, because you never know when we're going to drop exclusive content here first. So shout out to our podcast listeners. We appreciate you guys. And we appreciate all of you that have given us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. My next guest, my first guest of 2025 had to be Chanel Ayan. Not only is she an incredibly beautiful person, but a beautiful spirit and funny as ever. As you know, I'm so excited about the Traitors new season. So I was more than excited to talk with her and pick her brain, her activated brain, when it comes to Bob the Drag Queen, about her gameplay. How did it feel getting killed off so early? And we had to talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai being put on pause, her current relationship with Lisa Milan, and what does the future look like for Chanel Ayan? So we dive into all of that. And I have to say, editing this conversation, listening back to this conversation had me laughing. I forgot so many funny things that she just comes out with. I don't know if this is the activated brain or the deactivated brain. What I do know is that Chanel Ayan is just comedy gold. And this is why I call her the moment in this Ayanic interview. Surprise, everyone. Finally, we have Chanel Ayan from the Real Housewives of Dubai here, and now one of the stars from the new season of the Traitors US. Chanel, welcome to the Kempire channel. Finally. First of all, thank you so much for being here. Look, this is a long time coming. So many people have wanted you to be here on the channel. So I'm so excited that you could be here so we can talk about the Traitors. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I look amazing. This is one of the looks I was supposed to wear, my darling, before I died. But I'm alive in Dubai, rocking it and feeling it. I was like, you know what? I gotta show you one of my looks. Because lately I'm going into for sexiness, not big dresses that much. Because I got body, the African meat all over me. I'm like, I gotta show it.
Yes. Okay. The Ozanpic is Ozanpicing.
Bitch, I have never used Ozempic in my life. And I swear to every God and my son and my mom, everything, I've never. The Ozempic story, my best friend who's a queer guy, William, was doing Ozempic and he was in my house, okay? And Lisa wanted to do Ozempic, because she was like, I've gained so much weight. I need to lose the weight for the show. And I was like, oh, my friend William is doing it. She goes, yeah, but a lot of my friends did it and then they gained the weight back. And I was like, I'm not going to lie, William is looking good. I'll do a video for you to show you how William is doing it. So I did a video in my house and sent it to her. Yeah. She clipped the place where it's just like me sending it to her and being like, Ayan is using Ozempic. I had a very big argument with her about that on WhatsApp because I was like, why would you say something like that when you know it's not true? She goes, oh, I thought you did. I said, why would I do it? I'm Somali. I have never needed to be skinny. I was born naturally skinny. You know what I mean? When have you ever seen me gain weight? Like I'm bloated usually because I have a lot of issues with the food stuff. So like I took a picture of my body and I'll send it to my best friend. And I was like, hey, here's a picture of me bloating. I feel really down. And she's like, posted my naked picture on social media on underwear and be like, models do fat diets. And she's on Ozempic. So it was so bad. Rich actually had to speak to me and say like, I'm so sorry. Like literally, because I was in shock. I was in tears. Like, I was like, why would you do something like that? She goes, you know me, I retaliate. You told the whole world I'm doing Ozempic. Now the whole world is going to be asking me why I'm doing Ozempic. People are under my comments asking me why I'm doing Ozempic. And she goes, so I just wanted to bring it up to you too. And I said, but I have never done it. She goes, that's not the point. That's
Now
not the
I
point.
now I understand exactly why Wells from Traitors was like, I love Ayan because I don't have to say anything. She will just, all I was making was a little quip joke about Ozempic, and we got a full-on story about
I
that
know.
situation. We are going to
I know.
revisit the fallout between you and Lisa Milan, and I do want to know, where the relationship is, but we'll get there. But
Yes.
first of all, you're back in Dubai, but you've been like on a tour since the announcement that the Real Housewives of Dubai had ended.
Yes.
Before we even get to that, what the hell were you and Kenya Moore talking about? I know she recently visited.
Wow. Let me tell you something. Kenya is a very, very beautiful and interesting lady.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to say that. You don't get bored around Kenya. Like,
Mhm.
you cannot get bored around Kenya. Every 5 seconds is something interesting. She's funny. She's a really good mom, like, a really good mom. I was really surprised. And you see Kenya here and talking to her daughter like 15 times a day. It's just so beautiful to see her as a mom, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did definitely gossip a lot. We talked a lot of things. Yeah.
Can you share her advice to you? Because you guys are hanging out recently, and I know you hung out before, but
Yeah.
did she give you any advice with the announcement that Real Housewives of Dubai has been put on pause?
Yes, she did. She actually, I think she's one of the first people that knew before it happened. I don't know how she knew, but she did say to me, I know that you guys are going to go on pause.
Oh.
And she goes, but there's no one like you in your cast. There's no one in Housewives like you, like ever. And it's true because if you look like my cast, I'm kind of irreplaceable because they're like, you can find one of my cast members in any other cast show going, bitch, bitch, bitch. Oh my God, fuck you, fuck you. Like, it's so easy being aggressive, being this, but they don't have the pizzazz,
Oh.
all the package, they don't. So, you know what I mean? I was the girl that came in with couture. I was the fashion. I was this. Like, if you go through their Instagram, like 10 years ago, I've known these girls. They used to wear like tights and jeans and t-shirt. All of a sudden, like, if you check their new Instagram since Ayan showed up, it's like, wow, everybody's in couture. Babe, everyone is in couture on Housewives right now.
Well, here's
Even
the
if
thing.
Housewives on pause, definitely made my mark with fashion. Let's just be real. I'm looking at Salt Lake City, people are sitting in couture. I'm looking at these people like, it's like, oh, Ayan's effect is happening.
Oh, so it's the Ion effect. Okay. Well,
Ayan
a lot of
because-
fans will say that the second season for most housewives, you see them upgrade. They upgrade their fashion. They may get a little snip or tuck or whatever it may be. But you believe that it was the Ion effect.
Yes, it's definitely the Ayan effect because you've done this for a long time. Have you ever seen housewives ever sitting on a TV and do couture full on? Until I came into the business, because Andy said he never saw it before.
Oh, well, if Andy Cohen says that he's never seen it before, we'll just trust his word.
Okay, no. Apart from that, have you ever seen it? Name 3 people that I've seen with couture doing confession before Chanel Ayan came to the Real Housewives franchise. I'm not delusional here. I usually am. This time,
you're usually delusional, just
Yes.
not this time.
no.
Well, look, I mean, some might say that some of the previous housewives, like an Erica Jane or a Dorit, or that they came with the fashion. So they might say that they influenced some of the housewives as well.
Yes, they did. And I'm going to agree with that. Erica and Dorit definitely did. But their fashions was so beautiful, but it wasn't like full on coutures. Because they don't wear coutures even now. But like Erica Jane is a fashion queen. I actually admire her stuff. Like, I love everything she wears. She represents herself very well as a fashion girl. Dorit is killing always in fashion. So those 2, yes, I would give them their flowers where they deserve it. Yes, I love everything they wear.
Speaking of fashion, this was a question that was asked during Bravo's Miami Fest. Which cities are the least fashionable? If you had to choose which cities in the Real Housewives franchise are the least fashionable, which ones would you choose?
I would like to dress the Potomac girls. Like, I would really love that because I have a lot of designers. that send me clothes. I would love to hook them up. Like literally recently, I just got gifted a lot of Fendi, Burberry, Prada. Like I get gifted all the time. I got sent clothes. I really feel like I need to hook them up. I feel like Giselle is such a beautiful, gorgeous woman. But this season, I really like her fashion. She's kind of stepped up, which I really admire. And she's just so stunning. Anything will look good on that woman. Literally anything will look good on that woman, except the stuff she was wearing before.
Okay. Any other cities, but mostly Potomac is what's standing out to you?
Yes, Potomac. How many are there? Potomac, Miami. Oh, Miami girls really look good.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills girls look really good. Salt Lake City. Oh, Mary's there. You know what I mean? Mary brings the fashion. Lisa Ballo brings the fashion. Angie K lately, wow, impressed. Isn't she a queen?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about her. I love her. Like, she came in as like a friend and sitting first seat. It's quite impressive. I just love her. She's just such good energy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because you've met some of the housewives at BravoCon, and then we know that you've connected with like Teresa and Kenya and Nene. Who are some of the people that you call sisters in the Real Housewives world?
So I'm very easy to make friends. So basically, Kenya Moore says to me, like, I'm the godmother. Basically, I'm very, very connected. Like, Nene reached out to me on Instagram and she goes, hey, Chanel, I'm coming to Dubai. I would love to meet you. Love her to death. Talk to her all the time. She's such an incredible woman. She needs to come back. I know in my heart and my soul, she's coming back.
Oh.
Like, I have a feeling.
She's been talking a lot this week in interviews, saying that she's definitely open to returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
They should open the door immediately for her. But yeah, I definitely think she's amazing. I keep in touch with her a lot. I just spoke to Dolores like 2 minutes ago. Okay. I spoke to Robin. I became really good friends with Robin. Okay. Really good friends with Robin at Traitors. Talk to her all the time. I talked to Lisa Ballo. I talked to Staten. I talked to Boz. I talked to Garcelle. I talked to Kyle. I talked to Uba. I talked to Giselle Tank. Talk to Sai sometimes. Okay. So yeah, I do have a lot of friends in Housewives that are women, but I also have men friends that I talk to.
I like who?
Like wait, you know that TV show with black people on the beach? What is it called?
Black people on the beach? You mean, wait, Summer House Martha's Vineyard?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I talked to the lawyer guy, Preston.
Preston, okay.
Yes. I like him. He's really cool. So I talked to him and I just have a lot of friends. It's easy for me to make friendship very, very easily because people just love my energy. You know, like Wells said he's never met anyone like me. Dylan posted from Traitors, I've never met anyone like you. Like I had so many friends, everybody when they died at Traitors, and I tell you almost every single person that died on Traitors reached out to me on Instagram like, I'm dead, but it was so sad when you left. The house was boring without you. And I'm like, yes, of course the house is boring because you guys are thinking about the money and the game. It's exhausting. Yeah. Like chill.
Yeah. Let's talk about Traitors and we'll get to Real Housewives of Dubai. Yeah. Traitors, can you first talk about how you got the call and what was that experience like?
For me, okay. So I was filming confessionals for Dubai Housewives.
Okay.
And it was like my last confession was at 9 p.m. Okay, I was the second slot. I go home, I can't sleep because your brain is going so much because you're talking for 4 hours. Like it's like this for 4 hours of questions. You know what I mean? So it can be a bit exhausting, right? Mentally. So I was just chilling. I was like, let me go to a bar next to my house and just listen to music. All of a sudden I get a phone call and it's American number. And I'm like, something is like, don't answer it. Then something's like, just answer it. Maybe it's something important. Yeah. You know, so like people who call you to tell you that you're a billionaire, somebody died or something. So I was like, let me just answer. I love those calls. So I pick and I'm like, hello. She goes, yeah, this is this person from NBC. We wanted to know if you want to be on Traitors show. And I was like, yes. She goes, have you watched it? I said, I've watched clips of her because she's iconic. Like I've watched some of them. I've never really like full on watched the seasons because they don't air them in Dubai. But I've watched some stuff. I was like, yeah, it's really good. I was like, yes, I would love to be. She goes, can you be in Scotland in 3 days? I said, what? In 3 days? She goes, yes, because we're starting to film in 3 to 4 days. So you need to be there. I was like, Absolutely, I will be there. Absolutely. I had no clothes. I had no wigs cleaned. I had nothing planned, nothing going on. Then for the first 2 days, I had to do medical tests. You have to go through all these medical tests, right?
Mhm.
To check if you're capable of going. So I think personally, I don't know what happened. I feel like somebody dropped out
Mhm.
and maybe something happened. Then I replaced them.
Okay.
And then, so it was like medical test every day. And then you have to do mental tests too. You know what I mean? To check if you're mentally okay. It's amazing how I passed that, you know?
But you did. You did.
And then the next day I had time just to go get looks from my designer friends, you know what I mean? And one of my friends made me this big look that you saw in 48 hours because I called him the same. I was like, I have to have a dress that's like so Scotland, so this. So he made it
This
to me.
one?
Yeah, he made it like literally under, yes, this one. He made it under 48 hours because I had to leave the next day to Scotland.
How many outfits did you plan for this trip? How long
Like,
was the
this
filming
is
for this?
one of them. I took at least 15 looks, but I
Wow.
only got to wear 3. But I took 15 looks. Yeah. I only got
mean,
to
a
wear.
lot of people are arguing on social media. They hate the fact that Dorinda was killed off so early, and they hate the fact that you were killed off so early. I know the Traitors released like sort of like an after show of you guys reacting to being murdered or, you know, kicked off. So a lot of people are really upset, and they're focusing their energy on Bob, the drag queen, who was the traitor that decided that you needed to be murdered.
Yes.
And I see that you've been reacting to people's commentary on social media. So people are thinking that there is some sort of beef between you and Bob, the drag queen. I want to know your reaction when you found out that you were murdered. You seem very emotional about it.
Yes. Yes. So first of all, I didn't think I was going to die. Okay. I didn't think, to be honest. Okay. So that morning when I woke up, I was told I was going to play in the mud, like a mud thing. So I didn't want to wear my couture dress, you know?
Yeah.
So I wore this gray stuff. So I woke up in the morning and I go to this room and there's a letter. And immediately I knew which they didn't show on camera. I did say, I know Bob killed me. And I said, I also know Caroline is a traitor. But you know, there's so many times you can see it. But I said it on that castle that I knew the 2 of them. Immediately I figured it was 2 of them.
Look at you.
The reason why I figured Bob, I know I was very impressed because I activated my brain. I was like every time, brain, think. So people are like, she didn't even know she was gonna, like, who the traitors were. No, I did know. I said about it on camera. I called out that it was Bob when I was in the castle. And the reason why I knew it was him, because number one, he was going around in the place saying, I know this person is not a traitor. I know, you see in the round table, I know this person is not a traitor. I'm like, how do you know? How do you know? You know things if you know for a fact that you're a traitor, right? But he is full of energy. He is, first of all, a very gorgeous man to look at. He's so tall, he's funny. And honestly, out of everybody in the house, the most, I really wanted to be friends with him so bad. Like so bad. I tried, to be honest. I tried. I was like, I know you from Drag Race because I love Drag Race. And I was like, you're so iconic. Oh my God, I like your look. I think I kissed his ass too much that he was like, get away from me. Because I really, really liked him, you know?
Yeah.
And we were friends. And then I was like, oh my God. And he was like, yeah, everybody thinks you're so funny. Anything I said, he'd be like, people think you're so funny. You're so funny. You're so funny. So I was like, shit. When I figured out he was straight, I was like, I gotta be friends with him because I know also he's funny, you know, and I'm funny. So if he thinks I'm too funny, that's not good. Because the way he was saying, he wasn't saying it like in a, like, oh my God, you're so funny, like everybody laughing. It was more like, you're so funny, you know? So like that. But I thought he is full of energy. He's amazing. There's no beef between me and him. We talk. I messaged him on Instagram and I did say to him, when you killed me, I was so upset. I don't remember what I said, but I just want to let you know I'm good right now because I'm not angry. Those were just the emotion. 2 hours after I died, I filmed that emotion. So I was pissed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't days late. It was just hours after I knew I was dead because I didn't understand why I was dead. And also because I really wanted to impress Taj. It was so important for me to impress Taj, to be like, because Taj is like, you're going to die. And I was like, no, I just wanted to really think that my son thinks I'm smart, you know?
Yeah.
So I think those more emotions, like I felt like I kind of like, he's like, wow, right? Somehow like I failed. And that I think that was the reason why I was so angry about it. But I also understand that I know that I knew he was a traitor. Because I had told Wells, Idinea, I had told Robin, me and Dylan spoke about it. So I was already onto it. And Danielle also knew. So I know for a fact, because there was a click. At one time, there was a click between me, Dylan, and Danielle. There was a click between the three of us. So, and then I had a click with Wells, who I love so much. And then I had a click with Jeremy. Oh my God.
What?
Jeremy is the most good-looking black man I've ever seen. Like somebody said that the other day, like everybody you're friends with is good-looking people. Yes. Are you kidding me? You're stuck in that palace all day long. You think I want to look at ugly people? Like, no, Jeremy was so hot. And I have to tell you a story between me and Jeremy. So, you know, when you walk into the house, I'm like, hi, I'm Chanel Ayan. I'm from the Real Housewives of Dubai. What do you do? They kept on telling me, I'm a survivor. I'm from Survivor. So I honestly thought, wow, I feel really sad for these people because I've survived female genital mutilation. I've survived malaria. I've survived typhoid. There was Ebola also in Africa. There was monkeypox. I'm like, wow. I did not know that there is a TV show called Survivor.
Oh.
These people were out here surviving things. I was like, I feel so bad. So I went to Jeremy, like, I just want to know what happened to you. He goes, I lost 40 pounds. I was like, huh? How are you surviving from losing 40 pounds? Like, I was so confused in the camera. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, I lost 40 pounds. I was like, I mean, you look, his body is like a mountain stone.
Oh.
When I tell you that man is like stone, he's a stone. He is gorgeous, you know? And so, I mean, I didn't feel bad for him that he lost 40 pounds to look like that. I just thought like they were surviving stuff, you know?
I
was
think
like,
he may have gained some of that pounds back since being on Survivor. I think he's fit.
He's very fit, very, very fit. So I was like, what the hell? I didn't know there was a show called Survivors. I didn't know any of these people. I only knew the Bravo people and Crucial. That's the only people I knew. So like even Wes, when I'm asking him like, are you on TikTok? Is because I follow this guy that's red beard that's always talking about people being murdered, killed, cheated on TikTok. I don't know his name. So I thought it was Wes. So I'm like, I'm on TikTok because I want to tell him like,
you saw that.
I follow you by now.
And Wes was like, no.
No, I'm not on TikTok.
And Wes was on the same season of Teresa's House of Villains.
Yes, I watched that. He became friends with Teresa, but I was not happy with Wes because Wes would have saved me because when I ran around, I had to get gold coins for him. And first of all, I don't run for nobody. I don't even run for a man in my life, okay? And I was running up and down, collecting coins for him. And then I give it to him because he said, I got you. And then he didn't give it to me. I swear to God, I was like, is this what one night stands feel like? I was so used by him. I was so angry at him. I cast him off so much. I actually messaged him. I was like, if you gave me the shield, I would have been alive. He goes, yeah.
Would have saved you.
I know. I said, you could have saved me. But the person I feel really bad for is Rob. I feel he thinks like I'm crazy because every time I just out of nowhere, I message him like, why did you kill me?
Just out of nowhere, you'll message him. What does he respond?
He goes, I'm sorry. And then the other time I'm like, why did you really kill me?
Well, look, the fans are very upset that you and Dorinda were killed off so early, but you can tell your son Taj that people that are killed off early are considered threats. And based off what you've described, it seems as if you were making a lot of friends, a lot of alliances, and you were bringing the fashion, you were bringing the big personality, and Bob the Drag Queen was intimidated by that. And we saw when they were meeting that he was very adamant about you being murdered. Yeah,
he was just like, Ayan, here after and thereafter. Like there is no in between of the after. He has to die. And everybody's like, no, we don't want to do that anymore. He goes, no, we're killing her. So that's why I was angry, because I knew it was him immediately because of just the emotions that I was feeling between me and him in the house. But I really liked him. I even said to him, I think I was a drag queen in my other life. I was like, please, can you wear drag day? Can you be on drag so I can see you on drag when you were here? Like, I was really like, I liked him. I just liked him. I just, sometimes it didn't click, but he just messaged me, say, I really love you, which makes me really happy because I really like him, you know?
But you also mentioned that you had shared with Danielle that who you thought were traitors. So I'm sure she brought that information back to them.
Yes, me and Dylan had a kind of a friendship with Danielle. So she definitely knew that's why I think I was dead, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I was dead. Because there's no reason. I was just chilling, man. I was having fun. I was making fun. So first of all, so what you have to understand, when I came out of the boat, which I'm so mad because they should have aired this stuff. So for example, when we're on the boat scene, Sierra was like, hey, let me take the boat. Let me be the captain. I was like, you guys know I'm Somali, right? You know, we run boats, right? Like, I could really tell you where we're going. But then at one point we were rowing and rowing and rowing, and I got tired, you know? And then Robin was like, I have to come out. Then I followed Robin. But I think I didn't listen to Bob saying that I could put myself to die. You know what I mean?
Unsure. You're like, so what does this mean if I'm coming out the boat? What does this mean?
Yes, exactly. Because I thought that the boat was going left, right, and center. We were too much. So if I come out, we saved the boat by going too much around. Because the boat was moving too much. It was left, right. So I was like, get my body out. Robin is coming out. And I also really love Robin. Let me say something about Robin.
Yes, please do. Because we talk about Robin a lot.
Robin, yeah, because Robin changed. Because I had an issue with Robin, by the way. The first season of BravoCon, she said on stage, Andy asked her, like, did you guys watch House of Highness? We're like, we're not. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter anyway. Robin is boring. No, I don't. I said that on stage.
Wait, you said that about Robin, regular Robin.
Mad, because that's just what people said. But you know what I mean? So I say that, but it's not true. Let me tell you something. Robin is an iconic housewife. I don't think they air her the way I saw her. I spent 12, 15 hours with this woman, literally. Yeah. She is outspoken. Yeah. She is funny. When I tell you she's funny, I don't know why we don't see that side of Robin on the show. Yeah. She was making me laugh so much. She is kind. She is smart. She's on point. One time I was sleeping and they thought I was a traitor. That's why Nikki wrote my name, because she thought I was sleeping because I was so tired that I was a traitor. You know what I mean? So, in this game, you don't know if you're going to die or not. Because 1 minute, if you sleep, you're a traitor. If you talk too much, you're a traitor. If you pee, you're a traitor. They find anything that you're a traitor. Like, I thought because Sierra was eating grapes, that she was a traitor. So I was like, Sierra is a traitor. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, she's eating grapes. All she does is eating grapes. When we came from the round table, she was just putting grapes in her mouth. And then later on, I just found out actually Sierra loves grapes.
I mean, it's got to mess with your mind. I mean, you're not in the game a long time, but within that time, it had to mess with your mind. I mean, both it's physically challenging, but also mentally challenging. Did you feel relieved when you had to deactivate your brain?
Babe, yes. When I came back, when I was gone, I was like, oh, thank God. And I don't think it's ever acted again. It's just now back to being pretty. You know what I mean? But it was fun. It was really, really fun. Like, I enjoyed myself there. I got to meet Iva, who's like a gay royal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he's so kind. I became friends with him. He's related to the royal. I was like, can I come to your castle, honey? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean?
You live in a castle?
He does, yeah. He's royal, so they do have castle.
Y'all live in castle.
Half of this, I want to be friends with him so I can bring half of the stuff back to Africa.
You know,
my people thinks that is there, the big diamonds, the atrophiles. I just want to be friends with them. Be like, do you know that you guys took our stuff? Can we have them back? Can we be friends? Like, that's the only reason why I want to be friends with him. Oh, but he's also very, yeah.
We also did not see a relationship with Dylan Efron on the show, but it seems that on social media that you guys did also have a relationship that wasn't shared on those first 3 episodes.
Yeah, we did. So I don't know if I should say this, but I think I'm going to say it. But so when I came out of the boat that night when they were going to kill people, right? So I think it was me, Sam, Danielle, like it was a bit of us in a group corner. Right? We're all sitting. And I was like, guys, you guys cannot kill me. You guys, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just came out with Robin. I just followed Robin. You know what I mean? Like, this is not the way I die. You know what I mean? And then I was like, I just want to ask you guys, have you ever, like, I know you guys have seen like an African boob on TV. I was like, well, you guys have never seen a real life African boobs. So I literally showed them my boobs. And I think that's why it saved me. Literally, I was like, this is African boob. It's 6 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. That's how I got my husband. But I didn't die. The boobs worked.
Yeah.
Because Danielle was sitting there as a traitor. She didn't bring my name to kill me. And I
How did you feel? You know, because once you guys die, do you guys get to, the people that die or are banished, do you guys end up hanging out with each other while you wait for this game to be played?
No, you don't. So when you die, I love how they do stuff. So when you die, they separate you completely from the group. You don't see anybody at all. The only person you see is the same person that was banished. Because I died in my sleep. You know what I mean? And now I have these anxieties of like, oh my God, you know how people just wake up and they're dead? And they didn't know they were going to be dead. And I'm like, this is how just people wake up and like, well, they're dead. Because it's very scary how I died. Like, I just didn't even have time to speak for myself. So that only people you see is the people that the next day they have been killed. Then you meet in the room like how me and Tony met. And then that's it. You don't see anyone until reunion or until after. But I did see Bob Harper in Paris. We went to our fashion week together.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're still in communication with everyone from the cast?
Yes, I talked to Bob yesterday. I talked to Danielle. I talked to Rochelle. I talked to Brittany. I talked to Dylan. I talked to Wes. This is almost every other day. I talked to who else? Robin, Dolores, Sam.
Who are you like close with? Because I remember you saying when you first were announced being a part of Real Housewives of Dubai, Dolores was like one of the first people to reach out to you. But on Traitors, like who did you come out of this experience saying like, oh, we're actually like real friends, good friends?
Yeah, I would say Wes.
Okay.
Not Wes. No. Wells.
Okay.
Dylan. Okay. Robin. Really, really loved Robin. Love Chriselle. And Brittany.
Okay.
Apart from Dolores, who I know.
Yeah.
For years, you know. Yeah, those are like the people I would say like I really talk to them and then love them a lot.
Yeah. So the person that murdered you, Bob, the drag queen, doesn't make it either.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Do you know, I'm going to be honest. When I was there and I was like, I hope he doesn't win. It was because I was just angry with emotions. I just died. You know what I mean? Yeah. But now knowing that he's not there, it makes me sad. And I'll tell you why. So what is going to be? His entertainment. Yeah. You know what I mean? He is entertainment. I'm going to give him credit where it is of his entertainment. He's fun. He's full of energy. He's outgoing. He's outspoken. Like he walks into the room. And I think maybe that's why me and him, I think we will be very good friends, to be honest, because me and him, we walk into the room and you capture the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has. So I feel like if he's dead, that means it's going to be just very game. Because I don't think anyone that's left there is going to be
entertained. I think that's part of the reason why Bravo fans were upset that you and Dorinda were cut off so early. They're like, so where's our entertainment? And we have to be reminded, like, this is a game, and now it's really going to be played like a game and versus.
Yeah, yes. I feel like it's gonna be full on game, but I feel like Robin might bring. I feel like Dolores might bring it, you know, and I feel like I don't know. I have a very good feeling about Brit. Like really the girl. Like I connected with her a lot. Like I really did because she opened up about her family to me. So that's one thing I really liked about Traitors. I really know these people now with their life stories, you know. And I spoke to her about my family. You know what I mean? Danielle, I got close to Danielle. And like Danielle should not have killed me. Like I literally even know she had grandkids. Like we were that.
And we don't see this on the show. I mean, again, you're filming for hours, so they can only share a little bit. But we don't see
for 14 hours. You get to see 45 minutes of it. You know what I mean? And it's 23 of us in the house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. For example, like there was so much that happened that I'm looking like it didn't get into the season,
Yeah.
But it's like 23 of us. In Housewife, there's 6 of us. So we do have a lot of camera time. Here you're fighting with 23 other people. So, I'm just proud that they opened with me. You know what I mean? I really felt like that was really nice.
Yeah.
And I felt like I wish when I said activate my brain, I didn't understand what was going on. I wish they had shown how I figured out Bob was a traitor and I figured out Caroline was a traitor. Because that would have made good TV. It's like, oh my God, she figured them out with her brain activated now. Because
They
now I
probably
know.
not, producers are watching this. They're like, we don't want that there.
Yeah.
They have their reasons for that. So
Yeah, they do.
Well, speaking of Britney Spears was brought up early in the episode, and you found out that Sam was once married to Britney Spears. Did you get any more tea? How was it navigating this game with Sam?
So I feel like the last 3 episodes, I didn't get to see so much of Sam on camera.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe there's a reason because maybe he's coming out more, but he was very fun to be around.
Mm-hmm.
He was quiet most of the time. That at one point I thought he was a traitor. I was like, Wells, Sam is a traitor. And I think I put that in Wells' head. That's why Wells said it on the round table. That's why I felt really bad when Wells died. Because I was like, he's too quiet. And that's how I also figured out Caroline was traitor, because Caroline was always on her own, quiet, relaxed. She wasn't saying much, except she has a very interesting life, that one.
Really?
Yes. She was telling me stuff. I was like, oh, I think she was telling me she had ish. This is what I'm telling you, this traitors. In the end of the day, it's a game, but in the end of the day, you make friends. And in the end of the day, you actually connect with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the end of the day, it's like you really get to know people, because we're filming, like maybe they're like, go on camera for 5 hours and then you take 2 hours break and then they separate you. And then they're like, go back in. So sometimes when you're separated, you can talk to people and then you have conversations with them and you really get to know them. I called Britney my blondie.
Why?
Because she's just like, I don't know. She was so like, I don't know. I just feel like black and blonde, because she's cute. She's so cute, but yet I think she's very dangerous.
Oh.
Like she knows what she's doing in the game in that way, not just as a person. Like she knows what she's doing in the game.
Yeah. And
I believe in her and I think she's gonna go far. You know what I mean? Like she knows what she was doing. She's quiet, beautiful girl. We were talking about our reunion looks. She goes, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? Oh, that's why Dolores just called me to ask me for reunion look. She goes, what should I wear? So you see, like girls are talking about what we're gonna wear at reunion.
Do we know when you're supposed to film the reunion?
Yes, February.
Oh, okay. Right. I mean, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Right. Because you've done Real Housewives of Dubai and now Traitors, based off of those experiences, because they're 2 very different experiences, which one did you prefer and why?
I think I liked Traitors because it was so many people and you're learning them. You know what I mean? Like you don't know them, you're learning them. And I think it was so much fun because it was not, it was like intellectual for me. Because Housewives, I don't need to think. I'm just like, what the fuck are you trying to say? Huh? What you gonna say? You're talking about me? Are you crazy? You're crazy, la, 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 la. You just use your mouth. But there you actually have to think a little bit. You have to care what you're saying. You have to be quiet. You have to be listening. You have to be strategic. You know what I mean? With Housewives, you change. Oh, yeah, Traitors also, you change friends very easily. It's the same.
Oh.
I think the same difference between Traitors and Housewives.
Okay. Were there anyone on the cast of Traitors that you just didn't vibe with? Not necessarily you had any beef with or you didn't like, but you just didn't vibe with?
Wait, let me try to remember how many were we there.
And why is it Sandoval?
Nikki. I just didn't. Nikki, the girl that put my name down.
Oh.
Not because of anything bad. It's just like we did not connect by the time I was dead, because I was in shock. Like, why are you putting my name out, bitch? Like, you don't even know me. You know what I mean? But then she did tell me that Bob, the drag queen, told her to put my name down. Because, you know me, I'm an investigator. I'm like, why did you put my name down? Because I want to know everything, So she did tell me Bob told her to put my name down, something like that. But so I didn't connect with her. I would have loved to connect with her more. I really did like Rochelle. Like, oh man, I wish you guys saw how Chriselle ate Tom Sandoval.
Oh, there was a moment between them.
You guys got to see 1% of it. That girl is beautiful, like very beautiful. But yo. As an African girl, I bow down to that white girl. She does not play. She is very outspoken. Don't mess with her. You know, there are people that you cannot just go mess with them for no reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They are kind, they are loving, they're stuff. But when you mess with them, they're going to speak up their mind. And that's what I love about her. She ate him up. We were like, give me more, Chriselle. Give me more. Like, she was that good. She would not let Tom breathe.
What? Wow. So we okay. So you didn't bond with Tom Sandoval at all?
No, she actually, he came to me and he said, I hope you guys don't judge me by about my show and what happened between me and Ariana. Like, it'd be nice if you guys just give me a chance. And I think Corinda also told us, like, just to give him a chance and not judge him by what he was doing. But at one time when we were collecting gold and we were running around collecting gold, he stole my gold. So I was like, cheater.
Ooh. Oh, no, damn, not cheater.
I did, but he didn't air. But I was like, cheater, he stole my gold. Because I was hitting this gold and hitting. Yeah. And it fell down and this tall man just went and ran and grabbed it. And I was like, cheater, that was mine. Did
he make a face?
No. The thing is, like, at one point, I think I just couldn't get away from the fact that he hurt Ariana because, I'm friends with Ariana too.
Yes.
I went to see her in Chicago, in New York, you know what I mean? And I was going to be in LA now and the fires came and I was going to go to have sandwich with her in her restaurant, So for me, it was hard because I was just like looking at him. I'm like, you could have done better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So that's enough Traitors talk. I love the show. I'm a big fan, so I don't want to ask too much because I know you know a lot. Yes. However, we've covered Real Housewives of Dubai. The news came out a couple of months ago that the Real Housewives of Dubai has been, quote, put on pause. Where were you and how did you receive the information that the show was not coming back?
So I was at Ayan Beauty office and I actually got an email a day before. And they said to us, hey, can you all of you hop on a call tomorrow at this time? And something in me just said, not that day. Because it was the first time I made chicken and I followed this recipe from TikTok. And the chicken came out really, really sweet and juicy. And I did not know how it was going to go. I thought it was going to go 50-50. So I just did not want to lose my taste of my chicken because, God, I don't cook. But that chicken was good. So I was like, no, I'm not available. I'll be available tomorrow. So they moved the meeting tomorrow because they wanted everybody to be in the meeting. Yeah. My chicken is great, by the way. Oh. So the next day we got in a call and we were all on a call and they were like, oh, we love you guys. Unfortunately, Bravo have decided to put the show on pause. But we love you so much. You guys did really good. Because if you really read the reviews, we have really good reviews than most of the shows are right now on air. Okay. Yeah. Our numbers were good on Peacock. So in my mind, I was thinking like, even if we don't come to Bravo immediately, maybe we end up in Peacock.
Like Real Housewives of Miami did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was okay with that because it's fine because my cast, like, there's no like somebody like me in any franchise right now. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, maybe they will move us to Peacock or something. So I was 50% shocked and 50% not shocked. But I didn't say anything on the call. So there was like, okay, bye, whatever. I was like, okay, thank you, bye. Okay. So I just hung up the phone because I was like, that's it,
What did the other women say?
Brooks was very thankful. Very, very thankful for the opportunity, thankful for everything and all that stuff. She was the most thankful. Very thankful. I was just like in shock, I think. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to speak and stuff like that. But then it doesn't matter because in the end of the day, I've been having a lot of calls with them and I thanked them personally and stuff like that. Yeah.
Since then. What about the other women?
I think Stambri, I don't remember much, but I think Stambri was thankful. I think Lisa was thankful. I think I think I wasn't really like, it's not like I wasn't thankful as a person or anything. I was just in shock. I was like, oh, thanks, you know. I
Yeah.
just, oh, thanks. But they were like, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for this, thank you for that. I've thanked them personally because it's such a big deal. Like they opened lots of doors for me. You know what I mean? They've been kind to me. They've been loving to me. They love me. They really, really love me because there's no one like me. Name a housewife in any franchise that's me right now.
Okay. Well, that leads me to the question because, yes, you're right. A lot of people have said, especially with watching the new season of Real Housewives of New York, they're like, you're not bringing back Real Housewives of Dubai, and we have this on Roni. I don't know if you've been watching Roni, but a lot of people have said, like, I enjoyed this season of Dubai. I'm so shocked that
Yeah.
you're not bringing it back.
Yeah.
What
It's
do
a
you
lot of-
think? What do you think was the reason why the network decided not to bring it back? I know they told you one thing, but what do you think was the real reason?
So from what I know personally, it's very expensive to film in Dubai. So like, for example, if the girls are doing confessionals in New York, apparently it's like $5,000. Here is $45,000. It's very hard to get permits. Yeah, it's the most expensive housewife franchise to film. It is really expensive. So I feel like it's more about the money because I've been told that the reviews were great. People love the show. So we might not have had live numbers that were good at that time, but I also think it's because we aired in June. Then Trump was getting to be president. Kamala was getting to be president. We were airing the same time they were fighting to be president. So I think personally, that's maybe for me, it's kind of like also like the numbers were.
And some people say the delay in sharing this.
Yes. Also, I would think that too, like a year, because our show was really good. Like we were funny, man. We had some really good times. We had some funny moments. Like it was good. It was really, really good. And I don't know. I don't think it's the end of it. I think something might just happen, but I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, are you hoping at something? Some people believe, and you'll still see comments, I'm sure, where people believe that you let the fame of Real Housewives of Dubai go to your head and get in front of your relationship with Lisa Milan. And Lisa has expressed that she felt like that's what happened as well.
Yeah.
Where do you and Lisa Milan stand today?
I will start by saying that right up when the reunion finished, okay, I went to her room and I was like, hey, I mean it. Like, I want to have coffee and lunch with you and dinner. She goes, yeah, did you mean that? I said, absolutely, I meant that. And then when I came back to Dubai, I messaged her and I was like, hey, I'm back. If you want to meet up, let me know. I would love that. And then we hopped on the phone for 4 hours and a half, literally. We spoke about every single thing. She was sorry about the things that she had done to me. I was sorry about playing the voice note because I feel like, was I wrong to play the voice note? Yes, but you guys only saw 5 minutes of it. I was at lunch with Aline and Stambri for like 3 hours and a half of filming. It was the next day after the fight happened in the house. And they were like, oh, Sarah is promoting Brooke. Sarah is saying that she's nice. I was like, no, actually, I got a message from Lisa. I didn't say from Lisa. I got a voice note that says maybe Sarah might have changed her mind too, but they only showed that part. They didn't show all conversations that we had. You know what I mean? So if it's the worst thing I've ever done in my life is tell another group of our friends, like, hey, maybe the other friend changed their mind too. If the worst thing I've ever done in Housewife to break our friendship, then I feel really bad. Because it's like she said stuff on camera that I've told her that I never told her to say it. And I don't go around like this is the end of our friendship. Do you know what I mean? We had moved on, by the way, because we spoke on the phone for 4.5 hours. I said to her, I really don't appreciate that you're going around every interview. Like she was traveling like she's a royal family. England, London, everywhere. Ayan is such a bad friend. Ayan is not a loyal friend. Ayan is not a good friend. Okay, I played the voice note, okay? Literally. You knew about the voice note. No. You saw at reunion. She knew about the voice note. I told her that I played the voice note. She knew about it. She wanted to have a moment and be like, I don't trust you. And now she's like, oh, the producer separated us, so I didn't know what she was talking about. No, the producer was with me and her. Before we even was, because in Housewives, you have to wait sometimes for an hour, 2 hours, you're sitting outside, So I was like, I feel like somebody's going to bring that voice note from the board, because we were she asked me about it and I told her not to bring it. And so she was upset and annoyed about it, like I should be. But she knew about it. There was no need of her going like, I don't trust you. She was like, Ayan, I feel really bad you played that voice note. And I would have apologized. Like you see on camera, immediately I'm taking accountability. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I put you in a bad position, Lisa. I feel bad, blah, blah, blah. And I think I was just hurt by her saying, I don't trust you, because it's a big deal for me. You know what I mean? And did I mess up playing the voice note? Yeah, but that, like, come on. It's a job. Housewife is a job for us to gossip around and gossip about each other. We're not there to be kumbaya. If I have you know what I mean? What people didn't see at the finale is we had this big fight and Taj was there. And it was so bad because Lisa was like, you said I bragged. Okay, I bragged. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Honestly, I don't know. She knows me too well. She knows. She's just trying to find a reason why we cannot move on. But then we had dinner together. After the 4.5 hour call, we went to dinner together.
Okay.
We had dinner. We talked about season 3. We were all talking about like, oh my God, maybe in a few weeks we'll hear about season 3. We were talking about it and all that stuff. And then 2 days later, and me and I said to each other, let's not post anything bad about each other on social media anymore.
During
and I said,
Lisa,
you can go to any interview. There's no interview I've ever done where I've said one bad thing about her. None. No tweet. Nothing. Put my name and see the amount of stuff she said. It's crazy. Like sometimes Sarah Al-Madani or Stambri or Talin would call me and be like, what is going on with Lisa? It's getting crazy now. You're not like this. It's like she was so focused and trying to tell the world that I'm a bad person, and like Ayan is not a good human being. Okay, I played a voice note. I'm sorry. I apologized for it. I'm not a bad person. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm your friend. You know what I mean? Ayan doesn't help me. Let's just drop things that have helped her. I brought her into the show. Okay. I got a TikTok verified. Okay. I am very connected with people. When my cousin was here, Sabrina Idris Elba. I want to come meet them. I did. I took her to Beyonce concert.
Because that's VVIP?
Yes, I took her there because I was invited and I told the guy, can you invite Lisa? And I sent her Lisa's message number of the guy. I'm like, talk to her so she can invite you. Okay. We've gone to staycations together where I've got stuff. Like I've done so much. I've loved her. Season 1 of the models, the makeup, all of it was me. Like what's the name? I got the makeup for her. I told her I introduced her to the people. Like one thing I have, like, I don't want to ask Rihanna to wear your clothes. I'm a bad friend. I don't even want to talk to Rihanna. I didn't even want, this is the thing. I have so much respect for Rihanna. If you know anything about me, you know Rihanna is my favorite singer in the world. Favorite, okay? So when she followed me and I had modeled for Rihanna and I'd sent her a video of me modeling for her and me telling her to marry Taj because Taj thinks she's so hot. And she was like, I can't believe I met you. So I started a makeup line, Ayan Beauty. And I was like, who do I reach out to talk to about makeup? So I reached out to Rihanna. I was like, oh my God, I'm starting a makeup line. Actually, I look up to you, which is true. She's a billionaire black girl, boss lady, and I love her. It's like, I look up to you. If you have any advice for me, please let me know. Literally, she was like, I was never going to come on camera to speak about her helping me without her permission because that's not okay. I respect my friends,
Because the recent accusation was that you wanted that to be your storyline, that Rihanna was helping you.
No. So I wanted, so when we came with Lisa, I said to Lisa, I really want to talk about Rihanna helping me with my makeup, but I don't know how I can do that. Do you know what I mean? So I spoke to my producers there. Like, the thing is like, you cannot speak about Rihanna without her permission. I wouldn't DM and be like, can I talk about you in the show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's private stuff. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. So I never spoke about Rihanna. The first moment she's like, can you ask her to wear my clothes? Rihanna wears haute couture when she's pregnant off the runway. Like the most stuff, like it's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Rihanna watches Housewives. Rihanna knows Lisa's clothes. She knows. She watches season 2. I talked to her about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? After reunion, I had to message and say, hey, we were talking about you and I feel really bad that we brought up your name. I had to apologize for it because I don't want to disrespect somebody. She's not on the show. Why are we talking about her?
Yeah.
I'm friends with Huda Beauty. I asked Huda to come to support me for Ayan Beauty because she's my friend. I'm friends with Anastasia Beverly Hills Makeup. I don't talk about her. I'm friends with Pat McGrath. She's a iconic makeup artist. I'd been with her in Paris many times. Naomi's introduced me to her. I don't talk about her. You know what I mean? I can ask advices, but I have to have respect for it. You know what I mean? I'm friends with a lot of celebrities, a lot of people, because I'm a very friendly person. I'm very connected. These guys cannot connect themselves. So why you want to use my connection? For what? For what reason? I don't even have disrespect like that. Or she just doesn't want to see me successful.
Here's the thing. When we heard about this come up, I kind of understood where it's a very precarious situation to be in because, yes, this is Rihanna. If Rihanna was to wear a Mina Row, it'd be huge. So I understand why she would want that. But I also understand in your position, here I go twerking on a fence. I understand in your position, like, we're building a friendship. Yeah, I'm talking about my makeup stuff with her. I don't want her to feel like I'm using her because Rihanna is a big celebrity. I'm sure she's had family, friends, people have used her over the years. And you don't want to be in that position where this new person that you respect and you're building a friendship with. It's not like you guys are besties.
No,
you're building a friendship with. Oh, can you also help my friend and wear her stuff? If I get where Lisa might be hurt by that, but at the same time, also get where you're like, I don't really want to ask her to do that.
Yeah. For example, like, okay, we did, like, Adriana Lima, this supermodel, was just in Dubai recently, watches Housewives, reached out to us to do her makeup. She knows who I am. Okay. Have you seen me pissing out on my Insta stories?
Oh, no.
No. Guess who we're doing makeup for now? Anna Wintour.
Oh.
But... Yes. Anna Wintour. Okay. With Ayan Beauty. Okay. That one, I'm going to talk about it till I die. Okay. But we did makeup for Beyonce's team, all the Beyonce's team. Beyonce's mother reached out to us to do her makeup. Okay.
Tina.
All right. This is so funny. Okay. This is Lisa. Okay. At Beyonce, I'm talking to Beyonce's mom, right? And Lisa calls me and I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually standing here right now with Tina Knowles. Like literally, I'm talking to Tina. She goes, tell her we want to meet Beyonce right now. We want to meet Beyonce. Tell her we have to come. I have to come. Tell her we want to meet Beyonce. And I'm like, Tina, my friend wants us to meet Beyonce. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
How many times has Tina Knowles heard that?
She did. Because I was like, my friend, she goes, tell her, we want to meet her. And I'm like, Tina Knowles, can we meet Beyonce? But then again, I'm just having conversations with the woman. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? It's everything. Like, Naomi's coming. Why are you not inviting me to dinner with her? I just got invited. You know what I mean? It's like, make your own connections.
Yeah. It's a difficult situation because I don't see why that you wouldn't make the connection because you've already told us multiple times that you've connected people in different situations, Lisa, too. So, but it becomes a situation because these folks that are well connected or these celebrities have people that are always trying to get something from them. So I understand the situation you're in. You were like, I would love to hook you up, but at the same time, I don't want them to think I'm just using them or being around them.
And they're very, very picky. Like I'm going to Paris now for Fashion Week. Every time I'm in Paris, I party with the, big names. Like the top grandes, and I'm always around them because I don't need anything from them. Do you know what I mean? They just love me for who I am. I love them for who I am. If I need something, I would ask questions of like, first time I met Pat McGrath, like I just started Ayan Beauty and this, can you help me? What do you think about this? She goes, da la 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 la, you have to do this, and this and that and that. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't have to ask them to do things for my friends and my family. Like my mom is sick right now with dementia. Should I ask them to give me money? To help me? You know what I mean? It's weird. Like asking your friends to like, I don't even ask them for me.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that relationship where you ask them, Like, for example, I was in Paris, right? And Janet Jackson had a concert, okay? Mm-hmm. And the manager team was like, oh my God, you're in Paris. Yeah, come. Janet wants you to come. Of course. Like, you know what I mean? Because I hang out
You
with
had met Janet several months before with Naomi.
Many times, through Naomi, yes, and she thinks I'm funny as hell, you know. So we talk. She's such a beautiful soul. Her voice is the most calming thing ever. And then she's like inviting me to a concert. I go to a concert. I meet her. She goes, "Oh my God, I'm so happy you came." We hang out. Like it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I have all these connections. But next week I'm gonna be like, Janet, you wanna go to my village to perform?
Why not?
like what? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. And then you're gonna hate me because of that.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna you know. And then posting my naked picture online. That broke me into pieces. You don't understand. I have female genital mutilation. I don't even wear thongs. I'm going to be real here. I don't even wear thongs because it bothers me. I wear boxer shorts unless I'm modeling. Okay. I'm sending a private picture of my friend. Do you know how many pictures of hers I have? And she literally took my picture and posted it online.
Yeah.
How much do you hate me to put my naked picture online?
But you guys had that 4-hour conversation after the reunion. You had the 4-hour conversation, and then you met up for dinner
together. Yes.
And then what happened after that dinner?
36 hours later, she posted my picture online. Naked
after that.
Yes. And we had moved on. And I was actually really happy. And then I'm like, what? I had to speak to Rich on the phone. And Rich really apologized. Rich was like, Ayan, I understand. And Lisa was like, but you post naked pictures of your boobs out there. Like I had a see-through dress. I'm like, I choose where I put my body. You don't decide for me where to put my body. You got so upset to Stanbury calling you an escort. You know, you got really upset about it. Okay. For 3 years, you didn't even forgive her. Okay. How do you think I'm feeling putting my naked picture when I didn't ask for that? Number one, I'm Somali. Okay. Number two, I'm a Muslim girl. Number three, we live in a country. This is why I'm a bad person. Go research laws in Dubai if somebody posts your naked picture online. Research it if I'm such a bad person. You know what I mean? It's bad. I was so depressed. Sarah had to calm me down. Stanbury had to calm me down. Talina had to calm me down. I had people had to calm me down. Her husband I love Rich. Rich was so kind and like, I don't understand what's going on with her. Like, I don't understand. She goes, she's on Twitter 24/7. I'm like, I'm not even on Twitter. They were always on Twitter. Oh, Ayan borrows her clothes. First of all, no, I don't. Okay, I get dressed. I'm my supermodel. It's my job. All the designer would die to dress me and see me in their looks. No. Okay, none of them had a dress for the opening of Dubai Housewives. You know the card? I actually introduced them to my designer to dress them. How many times have I introduced them to my designers to dress them? They forgot about that? Okay, I get dressed, but I don't return my clothes with the price tag on. Okay, they're asking about where somebody's money is coming from. Should we ask where their money comes from? Okay, and do they actually have the money, or is it all facade for Instagram? Because I'm very proud. I live in a 4-bedroom apartment that I own outright. I can shit in 4 different apartments. I own a house in America. I bought my mom's house in Africa with a pool, huge as hell. I have lands, mine. What? Like somebody said, I own 2 houses in Dubai. No, you don't. You're renting your house in Dubai. All this facade was all bullshit. And I kept quiet. I always kept quiet. Okay. And like, oh, yeah, okay. So what? So what? I live in, she's like, oh, she lives in an apartment. Yeah, I own it. I own it.
That was one of the things that a lot of people said after season 1. You know, why didn't production show your home? A lot of people asked that question.
They did show my living room. Mm-hmm. They did show my kitchen. Okay. I don't like them filming my bedrooms. I'm Somali. I don't believe in people seeing where you sleep. I refuse them to film my bedrooms. Okay. Because I have a living room. And I have a 4-bedroom with a maid, you know, like 4 bathrooms. My apartment is not small, and it's only 3 of us, but I own it. If I want to sell my apartment, I will live in a mansion in Salt Lake City. Have you seen the real estate in Dubai? Okay, it's mine. I own it outright. Okay, I own a house in Idaho. Okay, I used to own 3 properties in America. I sold it 2. I sold 2 of them. Research, it's there.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I grew up in a house where my mom, we lived in a small bedroom that you couldn't even move. Now my mom lives in a mansion with a pool. Okay. So yeah, I work hard for my family. I put what they didn't show on the show is I put my brothers in college. I put my sisters in school. I took my brother in America. I opened up doors for every single person growing up with a single mother who was depressed all the time, who had no education, didn't take care of us most of the time. I started selling banana in my head when I was 7 years old on the border, because I lived on the border, where people would be like, men would be like, do you want to come in the car so I can sell you banana? I'll buy you bananas if you come up. I was saved by prostitutes many times. They're like, don't go there. Don't go in the car. You know what I mean? I come from there to where I am now. Nobody gave me anything, nothing. I've worked everything for myself. You know what I mean?
No.
So I'm very proud of where I am and what I have. I have a business now. I have an office. I book models, you know, like I book Louis Vuitton, Dior, like I do very well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With my business partners. You know, I have told Ayan Beauty.
You mentioned your business, Ayan Beauty, which you launched during the season of Real Housewives of Dubai. First of all, why did you decide to get into the world of makeup versus maybe doing like actual like a fashion line?
Yes. So I wanted to do makeup because Rihanna, swear. Because I know Rihanna comes from a small village and she literally did all this by herself and became so rich and successful. And I love makeup. I started wearing makeup in my late 30s, you know, and being in the fashion industry, I just always feel like makeup makes you feel good. Makeup makes you feel beautiful. When you're down, you just put a lipstick, you do a lip gloss, you feel amazing. And I feel like sometimes when I'm depressed, I just put a lip gloss and I'm good. Immediately, it just changes who I am. So I wanted to bring happiness to people, you know, empowerment, confidence, and all that stuff. That's why I started Ayan Beauty. And also I started it for my family. You know what I mean? I also started for FGM, which is female genital mutilation, because 10% of a lot of my makeup goes to bring awareness to it, to stop it. Because a lot of African countries now are bringing it back, literally have decided, oh, we should circumcise young girls because this is important. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm the only person in the world that talks about it. I'm the like in the TV world, and it happened to me. You know, it is very embarrassing to talk about it. Sometimes on the show, I'm not going to lie, because when people meet me, they're like, oh my God, I love you. The first thing I think about, oh, they know this happened to me. But then I'm like, you know, Ayan, it's fine. Just take a deep breath. At least you're doing something good and you're bringing awareness to it. You know what I mean? So so that's how I started it, just to try to bring change in my family, bring awareness for female genital mutilation, because it drives me mad every single day. Every day I wake up with this. It's not something I wish on little girls to go through.
No.
Literally, it's not, because people think it just happens to, you have to wake up, you have to shower, you have to feed yourself, you have to pee, you have to wipe. It's always there with you. And this is why I didn't have more kids, to be honest, one of the reasons. Because when I also had Taj, giving birth to Taj, it's like another situation that you have to go through. You know, the pain, the torture, and it's like it's never ending, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and also like sex sometimes can be really good and sometimes feel like you're being pounded like a yam.
I'm like, yeah. I'm sorry to laugh at that, but the way you describe it, I'm like, what? Okay.
So that's why. And I'm really proud of my business because we're doing really good. We were just in Good Morning America. Not Good Morning. We were in Today's Show.
Oh, okay.
In America. That helped us a lot with sales. I'm not even a year old starting to sell. Started in June really selling.
Wow.
And we've already been in Today's Show. We've been rated top 10 brands with a lot of other big brands like Huda, like YSL, like this. Like Vogue just did a whole thing about us being like top 3 lipsticks that we're dropping VVIP because they love the VVIP lipstick. We send it to them. Okay. So they just wrote about that. Like knowing all these celebrities saying like, let's use Ayan Beauty on us when we're in Dubai. Like Adriana Lima, she's a supermodel. Do you know who she is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Reaching out because she saw on Housewives and she wanted to be supportive.
Wow.
Yeah. Incredible. Maybe I should send her in a row, maybe.
You know, I can't with you. So today you and Lisa are not in a good place.
I mean, I think after she posted my naked picture, I think that was the end of it. Absolute end of it.
for you.
For me, it was the picture because she knows what I go through. And then also being like, you play victim in reunion. Like, you don't understand. It kept on going and going and going. And I'm like, God, you're my friend. What have I said bad about you sitting here? You know what I mean? Okay. People don't
In that
understand.
moment, you still view her as your friend. In that moment at the reunion,
she was my friend. Yeah. I like, we had arguments. I knew we were going to argue about the voice note for sure. I knew the voice note was going to come up. But other than the voice note, I just didn't see there was anything else because we filmed good. I was always supportive. When we filmed me and her, I let her talk the whole entire time so she can have all the moments. So I'm quiet so she has that because I know I have a big personality I can get anywhere else, you know? So I just knew there's nothing bad. Like, oh, you're filming with Stambri. You filmed with Stambri many times. You were good with Stambri. Why would I film it? It's a job. Kempire, I swear, I don't choose my schedule. It's not like I go like, oh, I need to be filming with Stambri. It's not like that. I wake up on a Sunday. I have a schedule. Filming with this person on Tuesday, filming with this person on Wednesday, filming with this person on Thursday. I have no right to change the schedule. I have no power for that. You know what I mean? And the thing that people don't understand is before we filmed season 2, me, Sarah, Brooks, Lisa, and Stambri met. And we all said, let's put everything that happened season 1 behind us. And let's go into season 2 with a clear mind. Because we girls will always have trouble. You know what I mean? So we all agreed to it. Everybody decided to move on. You know what I mean? But Lisa doesn't want to move on but Stambri moved on for being told she's on Jeffrey Epstein book. That's worse. Let's be real. To me, that's worse than being called an escort. Because, you know, like Epstein is like psychotic person that did a lot of horrible things. You know what I mean? So they both did each other really bad. You know, if you really have to think about it. No. Okay. But I was always in Lisa's side because I was like, Stambri, you cannot say that about her.
No.
You know what I mean? But then I'm coming to filming. Somebody is already sorry. We're talking for months and months. We were never best friend. But why would I come on camera out of nowhere and start fake doing things? I'm not Ronnie.
Damn. I didn't expect that.
It's true. Like, you know, I don't have to fake storylines. Like, I don't have to fake things happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I can't come and be like, oh, Stambri, I don't like you now because things that happened 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why? What is the reason? We have issues. We found issues naturally, you know? And she was so sweet. I'm going to give that girl credit where she deserves. Okay?
Stambri.
Yes, Stambri. When Stambri says she's going to move on, she moves on. Okay? She wants fresh start. Okay? She does not want to hold grudges. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. Stambri does not go below the belt, like psychotic below the belt. She really doesn't. She can be mean. Okay? She can be mean because she's mean. She's this Star Wars Libra. Is it Libra?
No, she's a Taurus like me.
1 second, my husband is calling me, Daddy. Cool. Hey, honey, you know what I mean? So, and then the other thing is like Lisa was going to Stambri's house, right? Yeah. When we finished filming, okay, if she was so upset with Stambri, doesn't like Stambri, she was going to Stambri's house. She was eating with Stambri. She was having fun with Stambri. Then the episode starts air. All of a sudden, Ayan is choosing Stambri over me. Show me in any episode where I did that.
It didn't feel like that until maybe towards the end. You know, some people will say,
because it's called editing. Okay, it's called editing. I don't choose what they want to show because they cut my scenes with my son out. They cut a lot of things that were out that I would have loved to have it. They were following story because they wanted to. The story was going to show how my fight and Lisa went to the end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in the finale, what people don't understand why I was so upset is I messaged everybody, like, my son is coming. Please, if you have an issue with me, let me know. I do not want to invite my son because Taj can be sensitive. I don't want to invite my son to see me being bullied, being shouted on, because I would never do that to anybody's child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it was okay for my son to go through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, Taj said to me, which I tried to say it at reunion, Lisa, after that, Taj said to me and you should take a break. Taj told that to Brooks. Taj told Brooks one time, Brooks comments like, I like Lisa, but I need my mom and I take a break because I don't like what happened. They should not be like that to each other if they love each other. Do you know what I mean? So he did not want that,
Yeah.
But then I think my biggest mistake that I now know for a fact is I was so hurt by that I shouldn't have taken it that deep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. Do you know what I mean? But it was just so much emotions,
Well, here's the thing. I mean, at this particular point, all of this stuff about Real Housewives of Dubai is moot because the show is on pause. But a lot of people said, and I know some of your castmates have said this as well, after season 1 into season 2, they felt like the fame of season 1 went to your head. What would you say to fans that have said this as well, along with your other castmates that believe that you changed after season 1 and you allowed what the fandom of Bravo went to your head? What would you say to them?
I love my fans of Bravo. I love every fans that I have and they support me. No, because I actually feel like they toned me down a lot season 2 on camera. I had some really amazing one-on-one with my husband, one-on-one with my son, one-on-one with Brooks that didn't air, one-on-one with Lisa. So no, because I think I was too much season 1 than I was in season 2. Personally, if you really watch it, I'm so calm. Season 2. Season 1, I was like full of energy. I was like, I'm a bad bitch in 4 languages. Season 2, I was more like relaxed. I was trying to get to know everyone. I was trying not to be judgmental. Like, I didn't really have fights with people except Sarah, episode 1.
Yeah.
And then the next time I had a fight was with Lisa. No. The whole time I actually felt like every time I would get an episode, I felt like I was just like chilling.
Oh, okay. So you had an easy season 2, you feel like?
Yeah, to me, honestly, that's what I think, because season 1, I had a lot of camera time, okay? And season 2, it was focused on Stanbury,
No.
So it was more like me, chilled, relaxed. Like, I was just there. I felt like I was just bringing beautiful dresses because I had it's true. I was very outspoken a lot of times.
Yeah.
That didn't air. I was very outspoken a lot of times. Like, there was a fight in the desert that I spoke out a lot. It didn't air. There was like there was so much. I had a big fight with Stanbury that didn't air.
So who are you friends with now? After the show, it's not airing anymore. Like, who are you actually in communication with now?
I speak to Talene, Stanbury, Sarah, Nina a lot. Like, I speak to Stanbury a lot. I speak to Talene and Sarah a lot. Yeah, and Nina. I was just with Nina right now at Huda Beauty event.
Okay.
Stanbury's coming on Friday to my office for a meeting. We have a meeting. And then I'm going to Sarah's birthday party on the 19th. So I'm friends with everybody. People love me. People who don't like me because it's not my issues, their issues. Because I'm wrong as hell. I think the point was trying to get the fans to hate me and turn on me because, Ayan is such a bad person. But to be honest, I didn't see that on Ayan beauty buyings. People love me.
Oh, okay.
People love me. People support me. People love me and support me. They tried. It was every day on Twitter how bad of a person I am. Like, Brooks can say whatever she wants. It's Brooks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't take her seriously.
Okay.
But Lisa was a bit hurtful because I actually love her. That's the part. I will always love that girl.
So do you think there is, because I know she has said that pretty much the friendship is over. What do you want from it?
I mean, it's both ways because it ended when the picture happened. You know what I mean? But I'm just going to be honest. When we met, when we were on the phone for those 4.5 hours and we had dinner, I really had a good time. So with that, I will always cherish the good moments. And the good moments to me are 95%. I'm sure 95% of I was good to her. Like, I did not speak bad about her on camera. I did not speak about her family. I never said one bad thing about Lisa on camera, except like she knew about the voice note and I was upset about that. That's it. That's all I ever said. I never said drop one thing anywhere. This keeps coming up. Drop one thing anywhere, anybody on the planet Earth that I've said about Lisa that's bad. One thing.
What if Bravo comes to you guys and say, okay, You're no longer on pause. Everyone is coming back. How do we move forward if you and Lisa still have this issue? Would you be able to move forward?
I don't have an issue anymore.
Okay.
At all. Honestly, I have a good heart. I've moved on. I want nothing but the best for her.
No.
Like literally, I swear to my mom. I won't swear on my mom. I want nothing but the best for her. And I know that she will be fine. She has a great husband. She has beautiful children. You know what I mean? But I also know that she doesn't have anyone like me in her life.
Mm.
Yeah. And also, like, I was the only friend she had because she goes through friends a lot in Dubai, though. She really does go through friends a lot.
So
When I say a lot, she really goes through friends a lot. Like, she was friends with Juliana. They were so close. Now they're not. She was friends with me. We're not. She was friends with another girl that was a godmother to her kids. They're not. Everybody has. She was friends with Nina Ali. They were best friends.
Wow.
Then Nina Ali also is the problem. So you want to tell me every single friend of yours is a problem and you are not? Because who do I have issues with? That's not my friend. I had fights with Tambri, I'm friends with her. I had fights with Sarah, I'm friends with her. I had fights with Ali, Stalin, I'm friends with her. I had fight with Nina, I'm friends with her, right? Why is it that you can't keep friends? I guess we are all I guess I'm the problem. I guess Nina Ali is the problem, right? Nina Ali was best friends with us since she was like forever.
Wow.
Yeah. And now they're not friends at all.
Wow.
So I guess everybody's the problem except her.
Traitors, we still have a lot more episodes to watch. I'm sure you probably know a lot. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want any spoilers.
Yes.
However, I'm excited about this reunion. What is the biggest thing that you want to address at the Traitors reunion?
If I tell you, they will know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's some things. I think we will have fun. To be honest, I think it's a bunch of. I think we're all like really funny. We all talk to each other on social media right now. Nobody has bad blood with everybody. Like literally, you know what I mean? So I think it will be fun. Maybe I'll just be like, "Why did you kill me?"
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
I have nothing but love for respect. I was actually talking to Danielle yesterday.
Yeah.
And Danielle was telling me that Bob and I are getting a lot of people being angry at them for killing us.
Yeah.
I have a message. I understand that, but chill. It's a game.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a game. You know what I mean? They try to do what's best for the game. Okay. I know you will be like, "Oh, Ayan, with all your emotion." Yes, that was 2 hours when I found out I was dead.
No.
So give Bob a break. Give Bob love. Okay. She's a queen. You know?
Yeah.
She really is. I really like him, to be honest.
Sidebar. I think he's fantastic television. I was disappointed with you and Dorinda being, X'd out.
I mean, yes, because there's no entertainment anymore.
Yeah. But can we talk about quickly the confessionals? Have you been looking at the confessionals and how
Who the hell is that? I was looking at myself, I'm like, is that my AI? I wasn't brown. I wasn't orange. I wasn't like gold. I don't know what I was. Look at me. This is me. They need to get
everyone though. It's everyone. It's not just you. It's everyone's confessional. The lighting and the makeup just seems so
because
bad.
I had to do my makeup there. I was like, did I do my makeup that bad? Then I saw everyone with it. I was like, okay, I think it's the filter that they're using.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not great.
Yeah.
One of the other things before you go, a lot of people are confused. On Real Housewives of Dubai, they call you Chanel Ayan, but on the Traitors, they just call you Ayan. Can you clear that up?
Yes. So I asked them to call me Ayan because of Ayan Beauty. So when people put Ayan, they can find Ayan Beauty more than Chanel Ayan. So I actually asked them to do that because at one point, I remember Dolores told me when she was interviewing with Alan said to her like, "Oh, who are you excited to be here?" And she said, "Chanel Ayan." And then Alan was like, "No, she wants to be called Ayan." So Dolores found out that I wanted to be called Ayan there. But then she asked me, I was like, "Oh, because of Ayan Beauty Makeup, because then when people because Traitors has a big different audience than Housewives, especially we're airing on NBC on the 20th.
Oh.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes is airing on NBC on the 20th. So there's a lot of people that don't know who I am because I've got messages where like, I didn't know who you were. I love you now. So I wanted them to find the name Ayan to connect with Ayan Beauty. And
Look at you activating the brain.
because we have, I know I activated the brain there. So they can come and get beautiful Ayan Beauty products. And that was the reason.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very smart.
Yeah.
When is the Ionic whatever is coming out? Because I gave you that name, Ionic.
It's coming soon. I need to start selling stuff. I'm sending you Ayan Beauty, by the way, the new collection.
Okay, thank you. I gave it to my sister and my niece.
I know. I'll send them to you. We have so many new things. We're really like, we've been reached out by Sephora again. We're going to Italy now in March for a big meeting for Ayan Beauty. So yeah, things are looking forward. And I guess I just started a business, and it's I never had a business, I guess, but now I have. It's just not my name. That's what I had somebody said recently.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations on everything. Everything in regards to Chanel Ayan will be available, including her beauty brand, Ayan Beauty, will be available in the description. So make sure you guys go pick something up. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so let your partner know. And I was just telling people, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so they should go pick something up for it.
Yes, and we have beautiful blush. We have oil, and let them not forget, 10% goes to female genital mutilation. So you're basically looking beautiful while saving girls, you know?
Amen. Chanel, thank you so much for being here on the channel. Don't be a stranger. You have to come back, especially after we watch this reunion.
Yes, and I didn't have to show you my black boobs today.
We can't do that on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I had good time.
Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio podcast. As always, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And for everything Kempire Radio, head on over to kempireradio.com.